There are lots of people who are unwilling to try the terminal and will prefer to live their lives using graphical user interfaces for everything. But you see, I personally don't like the user interface approach because it's useful when you don't know what you're doing. Like, let's say it's my first time in Linux. Then obviously it's going to be a lot more intuitive to be using a file picker like the one I have on the right than whatever I'm using on the left. This is a terminal, by the way. This is what we're doing today. Because obviously on the right, I have all the information I need. If I want to create a directory, I'm just going to do right click, create folder, and give it a name. And that's going to be it. And if I want to rename it, I'm going to right click, rename, same as always. While in the terminal, it's going to be a little different. First of all, I don't see the contents of the folder. I need to first press ls in order to see them. And then in order to create a file, I have to do it by writing actual commands like make dir aa or touch b, touch c, and this is creating files, then this is creating directories, and with touch I can also just target directories like inside of patat. Well, I create the file a, now it's patata. So I go inside here and you can see the file. I can also list the contents inside of that folder. Oh, hold on. Yeah, as you can see. And yeah, I mean, that's pretty much it. The terminal is like a file picker, but on asteroids. Let's say that I want to remove a file. I press the remove command. I want to copy a file or a folder, but just the cp command, which stands for copy, not something else. Make directories with make dir, remove directories with remove dir. Actually, to remove directories that have content in it, it's a little weirder. It's remove rf, but we're not going to do that today. I mean, yeah, that's pretty much it. Do I want to cut this file and instead of patat I want to give it another name? Well, I'm going to move it to, I don't know, golem. I think I misspelled that. Let me move it again. Things like that. Do I want to copy that? I will. I just need to do that, to copy it recursively, and it's going to work. And that's the terminal. I mean, people make it as the scariest thing there is, but really, you want to do something, you do that something. It's that simple. And in this case, I am inside of the tutorial folder, as you can see, with print working directory. If you don't understand one of the commands that I'm using, you can just run the manual command, and it's going to give you all the information you need. So it's just man, which stands for manual, and the application that you want to read about. It's that simple. So the way the terminal works is, first of all, you do the application name, like for Firefox, for instance, and then you give it options on how you want to open it. Obviously, these options will depend on the interpretation of each application. Like each application chooses how to interpret these options, these arguments that you're giving to them. But generally, I mean, this just works. And you can use all the graphical user interface applications that you want, but at its core, your computer is this. You execute applications and you give them an argument. Like for instance, for Thunar, it's going to choose the folder that it's opened in. Or I could do Thunar with, no, I believe that's enough. Yeah, just Thunar, and it's going to open the current directory, you know what I mean? So yeah, as you can see, the terminal is like a file picker on asteroids pretty much. And you can call anything from your system from here. Now, let me get into the practical use cases of the terminal. Let's say I have a project inside of here. And in this very long, well, not that long, but in this sort of long path. All right. Well, I can just open my editor, which by the way, it's terminal only. I don't really need anything else realistically, because why would I? Why would I? The terminal just works, and I have 2 file pickers, I have an LSP, and what else is there to show in a text editor other than text? But of course, everyone just does whatever they want with the editors. Now, the problem is that in order to access this, I need to be writing the whole path every time, and that can get a little bit annoying. So there is an alternative to the standard cd command. It's called Zogside, and it's written with a Z, and you only have to write a name that somewhat resembles what you're looking for, and it's going to teleport you there. Notice how here I was at /home/my-user, and with zbump, it's not even the whole folder name. It teleports me there, and I'm immediately there. Or let's say I want to get to my dot files and I don't remember where they are. Well, I just press zogside.files, or zogside cocoon for my cocoon configuration, or zogside Emacs for my Emacs configuration. It's just that simple. Like, there's really no complication at all. Or let's say I want to see all the directories that have a AA or in them. Oh, okay, well, there's only one. But with ZI, I can enter interactive mode, and that's just going to show me all the known directories that there are. Like in this case, there's 271. Well, I can just start typing whatever, and they're going to start filtering themselves. So that's cool. I mean, that's really useful. Or let's say I want to have a traditional file picker. I can just run, I don't know, there's LF, there's Yazzie, and they just work like a traditional file picker. Let's say I want to create a file here. I will just press A and say file. Or let's say I want to create a folder, and I will just press A and type folder with a trailing dash. Well, slash. Just this simply, I can just create new files and open files, just like a traditional file picker, but better because it's keybind based, and actually keybind based applications tend to be better in the long run. Like if you only use the computer like once a month, it's not going to be worth it, obviously. But for people who use their computer on a daily basis, I don't understand why they are not using this. Like, it simplifies everything to an absurd degree, where it looks esoteric, but really it's the best way of doing things. It just makes everything so easy. And if there's anything that you feel like you're missing, you just create it. Let me show you an example of this. Let me just create a game really quickly. So I'm going to be using Evit Engine, which is a library for Golang. The first thing I will have to do is to start a Git, a Go project. My bad. A Git is just a script that I have that helps me out a little with Go projects, so I don't have to start GitHub, so I don't have to connect to GitHub, and I don't have to initialize the repository, I don't have to initialize the modules. It does everything automatically. So I'm just going to call the project game, and I'll get into it. So as you can see, I already have the Go modules in here and the .git. Now, with that here, I I have a problem with Evit Engine, and it's that even if I started programming right now, I will have no idea how to continue, because I never remember how to start a project with Evit Engine. So there's a solution for that. I knew this was going to happen, so I saved a template project for myself, and with my template picker application, which is called Templari, it's really good. I recommend you try it out. It just shows me every single template that I have. Like, for instance, there's the Evit Go template, which I'm obviously going to pick. Now I have the entire game in here. And let's say I want to also add a license. Well, I will have to copy that license from somewhere. Or if I have it here already, like the unlicensed, I have it right here. I can just pick it and it's already in the directory. It was this quick. So let me just install the libraries and now the game opens. And I already have the basic code that I need for a standard game and can start programming directly. So it's great. And also, you notice that there's a file here. Well, I will normally not be able to open it from the terminal because, of course, the terminal is meant to show text. So what I do is to get my image viewer, which is SXIB. I don't know why they chose that name, but it's really useful. It's a really good image viewer. So I run SXIB with the image name, and it opens. And it's that simple. Or let's say if there's a folder full of pictures that I want to check really quickly, I can just run SXIB and just open that folder. And from the terminal. And I cannot emphasize how absurdly useful everything is. Let me show you some more examples. Let's say I want to zip this entire code, like everything here, into a zip. Now, it's not hard really. All I have to do is to run the zip command and say game.zip. This is going to be the file that I want to end up having. And a wildcard. The wildcard is going to select everything in this folder. So it adds everything. If there were folders inside of here and I wanted everything to be in that zip, I can also just run zip recursively, but it wasn't really needed for this case. And now there's the game.zip folder over here. So let me remove everything that isn't the game.zip. So we have only game.zip now. Let's say I want to unzip everything that's in here. Well, I can do it easily with the unzip command. And it's almost funny at this point how absurdly easy everything is. So I just do it and I have everything back. It's so stupid. It's so stupid. It's almost insulting. Like, how have I not been doing this before? So, and of course, Cocoon is my favorite editor of all time, and it's incredibly useful. It's just enough configurable so I don't complain about it. And really, if you whatever, you should go try Cocoon and the terminal. Stop using GUIs. That's the point of the video.